Yo, what's going on, SGN family? Scholar Gamer Nerd here. I have another gem for you today. And really, it just deals with a message that I want to give to all teachers out there, any educators. So, something that's been on my mind lately is this idea of, mental health issues and anxiety amongst teenagers, as well as health issues and family problems, right? The reality is that you'll never get to know all of your students, right, as a teacher, as an educator. But the idea is to make sure that every single child in that class feels heard, understood, feels as if they belong to that community. The reason why I say that is because I'm realizing now this is my fourth year in the classroom. I'm an English teacher, and I'm not in any way, shape, or form the best teacher ever. I would never claim that. But something I noticed is that many of the students we serve at the high school level, and I'm pretty sure it's also similar in middle school, they're dealing with mental health issues. They're dealing with really challenging family problems, right? They're dealing with insecurity issues, emotional issues. I mean, social issues. Just the whole social aspect of high school can be very anxiety producing. So my advice to teachers, and you don't have to take this advice, is do the best you can, or better yet, try to really promote this notion of empathy, not only amongst your students, but also within your interactions towards your students. Simply because every time I see a student misbehaving, or every time I notice strange or sporadic, spontaneous behavior from a student, you know, it's easy for me to go to like, what are you doing? Why are you behaving this way? Right? But instead of doing that, sometimes I think it's better to take a step back, right? And just check in with the student, right? And when you do that, you'll realize very quickly that that student who is acting out, who's misbehaving in your class, is going through some problems. And that's really the message that I want to sort of push forward today to all educators, teachers, and even friends. Like, be patient with the youth, be patient with young people. Um, Show them love, show them support, show them empathy, because many of them are going through problems that sometimes they can't even talk about at home, right? Sometimes they don't feel comfortable, sharing with their friends, right? And if we don't open up that space in our classrooms for young people to share their stories, then who will, right? Think about carrying all that pain. Think about carrying all that anxiety inside of you. Like, that sucks. Nobody wants that. So my advice is, you know, don't focus just on the content, right? It's okay if you're a content expert. Love your content, but love the person first, right? Love the young people in your classroom first, and everything will work itself out. So, this is also, I guess, a classroom management strategy. I'm telling you, the more I engage in sort of like self development and like social emotional literacy based lesson plans, like as much as I can, trying to squeeze that into the curriculum, the better my classroom functions and the happier kids are, really. And that's really the message. I want to encourage everyone to really take a step back and think about the young people in your class as persons, humans, before students. All right, SGN family, that's all I have for you today. I hope you found this message, this gem, useful or helpful. This is mostly guided or geared towards teachers, but I think that human beings in general can sort of take a note from this. I'll see you later.